All right. Let's see. Okay. Yes. It looks like we are live. I'm just going to double check before I get rolling because yesterday, so every week I do a live stream training inside my private Facebook community. And yesterday it took me 4 tries before I was able to actually get it to work. So I'm just checking. Okay, yes, I see it on my LinkedIn page, and I'm just going to trust that it is also streaming to my YouTube channel. All right, grab my notes. Um, Welcome, happy Thursday. Welcome back to another whatever this is. I still haven't come up with a name yet. We will figure it. I'll figure it out here sooner or later. But it is a great day to prioritize you. For those of you who are new to me, I am Trisetta Anel Washington, life balance coach and productivity consultant. And what I do is partner with women leaders, executives, and entrepreneurs to help them have it all without sacrificing the things that matter most. And I do that through a process of what I call balanced ambition. This is where you are being highly successful in your career or in your business, but you're also prioritizing the things that fill you up so that you can be successful in life as well. You don't have to sacrifice. You don't have to choose between work or career success and personal success. You can have both. They are not mutually exclusive. And so that is what I do. I partner with women to help them do that, create that balanced ambition. And today I'm going to be sharing with you on the topic of top 3 goal setting mistakes. Today's the last day of Q2, which means it is the last day of the first half of the year. Tomorrow marks the mid-year mark. So we are quickly moving through 2022, and it's a great time. This is a really great opportunity for you to review and evaluate your goals that you set for this year and kind of figure out, where are you? If you're not already tracking them, figure out, where are you with your goals? Are you on track? Are you off track? Are you ahead of schedule? Where exactly are you in the progression towards your goals? And if you are not where you desire to be, then perhaps some of the mistakes that some of these mistakes that I'm going to share with you, perhaps you made those in your goal setting process. I was trying to say progress and process at the same time. And I'm going to be sharing with you how you can fix that so that you go into the second half of the year setting yourself up for success. And I don't want you to feel bad if you are not on target with your goals. If you're a little behind or way behind, I don't want you to feel bad about that, because there's still plenty of time for you to make it up. We just need to make some adjustments into the action plan to ensure success towards your goals. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this. But before I get into the top 3 mistakes, I want to share with you, tomorrow I am opening up an opportunity for you to do quarterly planning with me. I'm hosting a quarterly planning workshop. This is something that I did pre-pandemic on a quarterly basis, and I'm launching it back up, but we're going to be doing it virtually. I'm going to be offering 2 opportunities for you to get in on that training. This is for you if you are an entrepreneur, a side hustler, or even an executive who is really looking to create a step-by-step action plan to get to where you desire to be at the end of the year, whether that is a business goal, an organization goal, or a personal goal. We're going to map out a plan to get you from where you are today to where you desire to be December 31st, 2022. And, but stay tuned. More details will be coming about that. Again, registration will open for that tomorrow. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into today's topic. So first of all, when it comes to goal setting, only 3% of people who set goals achieve their goals. And there's many reasons why that is, but I'm going to be sharing with you the top 3 mistakes that people tend to make when they are setting their goals that inadvertently set them up for failure. So I want to shift you from that 97% into that top 3% of people who achieve your goals. And the very first mistake that people make is that they don't break down their goals into measurable actions. What do I mean? We tend to, when we're setting goals, we tend to focus on either like one-off steps or just the outcome that we are seeking. And we don't focus on creating the consistent action that drives the results that we seek. So for example, I'm going to be using a weight loss goal because I feel like most people can really relate to this. So if you wanted to lose 20 pounds in the next 90 days, how would you go about doing that? Right? So you set the goal of, I'm going to lose 20 pounds by September 30th, 2022, but you haven't really gone the extra step to say what it is that you're going to do and how much of that you're going to do. So maybe you even said you're going to exercise. I'm going to exercise more. I'm going to eat better. Right? I'm going to drink more water. I'm going to get my sleep. Whatever the things are that you said that you're going to do, you don't make them measurable and create some sort of tracking ability for you to track or measure your success. So the fix here is to take that outcome goal and break it down into what I call an activity-based goal. So if you're going to exercise more, let's quantify that. What is the exercise that you're going to be doing, and how much of it are you going to be doing, and how often are you going to be doing it? So let's say one of the things that I do regularly, literally every single day, is I go for a 2-mile walk. So the exercise is walking. I'm doing it daily, and I'm going for 2 miles, right? Or it's about 30 minutes. It's actually like 34 minutes is what it takes me to walk the 2 miles, right? So I have a time or some sort of measurement, as well as the consistency or the level of activity that you're going to be doing. And by doing that, then it makes it very easy for you to track whether or not you are doing the things that drive the results you're after, which is bringing me to the mistake number 2 that people make, which is that they don't track the activity. Maybe you've gone that extra mile and you've said, okay, I'm going to exercise every single day for 30 minutes, but you don't track whether or not you do it or not. You rely on your memory to determine, oh yeah, I did it. Oh, I only skipped maybe 1 or 2 days here and there. But for overall, I kept with my schedule, but then you're not seeing the results that you're really looking for. And listen, our memory will fail us. Our memory will fail us every time. You'll think that you just skipped like 1 or 2 days, and it's actually been over a week, right? So to fix that, set up some sort of tracking system. Now, there's 2 different methods that I tend to recommend to my clients. You can either do, if you're a visual person, you can literally just get a calendar and put it up, hang it up on the wall, one of those wall calendars, and put an X every single day that you get it done. Or, if it's something that, a one and done kind of thing, did you complete the task or not? Or maybe you want to put a quantity. So if you're exercising, maybe you put the number of miles, or if you're walking or running or something like that. Or maybe you want to put the number of minutes that you exercise. So maybe today you didn't have time to do the full 30 minutes, but you did 15 minutes. You didn't skip the day. You did 15 minutes. You used the time that you had. So you can log that on your calendar and you can track and see, well, today I only did 15, but I'm going to make that up tomorrow and do 45. So the law of averages will work in your favor. But if you're not tracking it and you're relying solely on your memory, then you're much more likely to overestimate how much you actually got done. And you'll think that it's not, what you're doing is not working because you're not seeing the outcome that you're looking for. So try putting a calendar up and logging on your calendar what the activities that you're getting done that drive the results. Or if you want to get a little bit more technical, you can create a spreadsheet where you go through and, track whatever that activity is, so you can have it. And you can even, if you're a little nerdy like me, if you're a little nerdy like me, you can even set up formulas so that you can say what your goal is for the week and have it tell you where you are in your goals for the week. So you can see very clearly how far off you are, so that if you, this is really good for, like, if you're making sales calls or something that's like that, where you can make up. So if you were supposed to be making 10 sales calls a day and you had a very busy week, or you were traveling and you weren't able to make all the calls, you can see, well, I missed 20 calls last week. So I'm going to make that up the following week. It's very easy for you to see it if you set up a spreadsheet where it calculates it for you, and you don't have to try and manually do those calculations. So it doesn't really matter the tool that you use. The thing that matters is that you actually track what you're doing. And another good reason for tracking your activity is because it enables you to see if you're actually doing that activity, that the activity level that you set, and you're not seeing the results. Then that can help you to determine where you might need to make some adjustments in your goals so that you can actually hit them. So what do I mean by that? If it's, going back to that sales call example, if you're making your 10 sales calls every single day, like you said you're going to, but you're not getting the sales outcomes that you're desiring, then you might want to look at, okay, well, you're doing the appropriate level of activity. Maybe it's something else. Maybe you either need to make more sales calls, or maybe you need to refine your sales script. Maybe you need to better qualify your leads. Then you can take a look at other elements in the process to determine or to tweak, so that you make sure that you stay on target. But if you're not tracking it, then you don't know why. You don't have any baseline to determine what the issue could possibly be. All right. And mistake number 3 that most people make when they're goal setting is that they don't plan for obstacles. A lot of times people will think that creating an action plan is enough. Like, I created my plan, that's enough, and I'm implementing it and we're good. But even the best plans are going to come up with some sort of resistance, some sort of obstacle. Something is going to come up that could possibly throw your plans off track. And then what happens is you're in a place where you are under pressure to make decisions, right? Because you didn't plan for it, you didn't anticipate it. And so now you're in a pressurized situation and you have to make a quick or swift decision about whatever the roadblock is that's in your path. And that may or may not lead to the best decisions, because sometimes, a lot of times when we're under pressure and we're having to make decisions, we're making them based out of the urgency and not the long term, what's best in the long term. We do what's best for my immediate situation and not necessarily what's best in the long term. But the fix there is to, when you're going through your goal setting process, to really sit down, think about what are the potential roadblocks that could come up on the pathway to my goal. So what are the things that are likely to happen? Thinking about going back to our exercise, our weight loss goal here. And the exercise, if we're doing exercise outside, like I do, what are some of the things that could happen that could prevent me from exercising outside? What is the main one? The weather. We could have a major thunderstorm. I live in Florida and we're going into hurricane season. We could have horrible weather that prevents me from going outside to go for a walk. It could be, blazing hot, where it's dangerously hot for me to be outside exercising, right? Or, I don't know, maybe there's a loose crocodile or alligator that is, roaming through the neighborhood. There's all different types of things that could go wrong. And if you think about what those things are in advance and make a decision of an alternative solution, or how you're going to handle them should it arise, then you already know. You don't have to panic. You can go, you know what? We made a plan. We made a plan for this. I anticipated this possibly happening. I've got a plan, and now we're going to implement that plan. And now you're saving yourself the stress of trying to figure it out in the moment and not making an appropriate decision, right? So those are the top 3 goal setting mistakes that people make. And I dropped in the description a resource. I have a goal setting printable pack, which has, I believe it's 8 different documents in there that will walk you through the goal setting process. And one of the things, a few of the pieces of it are a place for you to plan for obstacles, as well as some tracking tools. There's a few pages for you to track the activities that you're doing for each one of your goals, so that you know that you're staying on track. Again, that's a free resource. You can click the link in the description and get access to that. And stay tuned, because I am opening up registration for the quarterly the quarterly planning workshop tomorrow. So stay tuned. That's all I have for you today. And I look forward to seeing you again next week on Tuesday.